The concept of suffering is a fundamental aspect of human existence and has been a topic of philosophical inquiry for centuries. While suffering can be painful and difficult to endure, many philosophers and spiritual traditions have recognized its importance as a means of personal growth and transformation. In this video, I will explore the importance of suffering and examining its role in human existence and the ways in which it can contribute to personal growth and self-discovery. To begin, it is important to define what I mean by suffering. Suffering can take many forms, including physical pain, emotional distress, and psychological turmoil. It can arise from a variety of sources, such as illness, loss, or trauma. While suffering is a universal human experience, the ways in which we respond to it can vary greatly depending on our individual circumstances and perspectives. We can't control what causes pain, but we can control how we respond to it. Many may ask whether life has any inherent meaning or purpose. While everything ends in death, it is important to not fall into nihilism. It will get you nowhere. Speaking from experience, nihilism will only lead to a sense of hopelessness and despair. If one believes that life has no inherent meaning or value, it can be difficult to find motivation or purpose in life. This can lead to a sense of emptiness or apathy, and can make it difficult to build meaningful relationships, pursue fulfilling careers, or engage in activities that bring us joy and satisfaction. Nihilism over an extensive period will lead to being overwhelmed by a sense of meaninglessness and purposelessness. This can lead to a range of mental health issues, including depression, anxiety, and suicidal ideation. Without a sense of purpose or direction in life, individuals may struggle to find meaning and fulfillment and may feel trapped in a state of despair and hopelessness. Does life have no meaning? Yes. But that doesn't mean you should spend your time doing literally nothing just because it has no meaning. There is one constant in life for everyone: suffering. No matter what background or economic status you come from, you will experience pain. Suffering is a necessary part of the human experience. It serves as a means of developing resilience and inner strength. The only meaning that suffering, and even life as a whole, is the meaning that we ascribe to ourselves. This varies from person to person, but give yourself some sort of meaning even if it's extremely simple. Regardless of what the meaning of life is to you, it is clear that suffering can have a profound impact on our lives. One of the ways in which suffering can be transformative is by forcing us to confront our own mortality and limitations. When we are faced with physical or emotional pain, it can be a powerful reminder of our own vulnerability and fragility as human beings. This can lead to a greater sense of humility and gratitude for the life that we have. So maybe it isn't all bad. For some, enduring pain can be a means of developing greater empathy and compassion for others. When we have experienced pain and suffering ourselves, we are often more attuned to the suffering of others and more motivated to alleviate it. This can lead to a greater sense of connection and community with others, as we recognize the shared experience of suffering that unites us all. The most important thing suffering and enduring pain did for me was that it acted as a tool for personal growth and self-discovery. When we are faced with difficult circumstances, it can be a powerful catalyst for personal transformation. We may be forced to reevaluate our priorities, confront our fears and limitations, and develop new coping mechanisms and strategies for dealing with adversity. How you respond to pain and hardship will be fundamental to the outcome of your future and who you will be in the future. If you respond correctly to adversity, it will act as a means of developing resilience and inner strength. When we are faced with difficult circumstances, we have a choice. We can either succumb to our pain and despair, or we can find the strength to endure and overcome it. By choosing the latter, we can develop a greater sense of self-efficacy and confidence in our ability to face future challenges. Now remember, you shouldn't actively seek pain. Rather, you should recognize that suffering is an inevitable part of the human experience, and that we can find meaning and purpose in it despite its difficulties.